Hello, one and all present here. This is Amit Kumar Singh. Welcome to my class. And in today's class, we're going to discuss conditional map chart. So already we have discussed about construction of map. So either it's about US map or either it's about India map. Already we have discussed among them the construction by following either symbol map or either by following field map. So in Tableau, when it comes to map, we had these instructions or the way what we can do. We can create a symbol map, or we can create a field map. For doing the construction of map, we need to have at least one dimension. Okay, in which should be geographical data type. Okay, then they can be another dimension or they can be other measures also, so that probably whatever the measures are there, we can plot appropriately to the geographical data type what we have. So let me show you the again the same construction of map so that you can develop kind of clarity about the construction of map, and gradually we'll put the condition here, the conditional map chart, because we are discussing here conditional map chart. So we are going to introduce condition here. So condition can be when the profit goes up, then it should represent the map, this part of map in this way, while when the profit goes down, then the other part of map would be represented in other ways. So probably somewhat like a conditional formatting we are trying to integrate when it comes to map. Now, in order to work on this conditional map, I'll work on the same field map and I'll work on the symbol map for the same thing. So here I can write conditional map. Here I can give a name called conditional map. Okay, this is a name, conditional map, the name of the sheet. We are working on this sheet. You can change the position, you can change the font color or font style for the conditional map what is written. Okay, so once have understood this, okay, let's try to construct a conditional map. So for the conditional map, we'll do discussion where we will construct field map and we'll construct a symbol map. So let me first show you the construction of a field map. So for that, I'll take state, which is a geographical data type, and then I'll take the another parameter as the profit, for example. I'll take the another parameter I can take as a profit or I can take as a sale, doesn't matter. And then if I click on here, the movement when I clicked here, so a field map, I'll get this data type in the form of visual representation what we have. While if you observe this visual representation, you can easily understand that blue color represent those states which have very good profit, while the states which are represented with yellow color, it means that their profit is negative. Okay, so what you can do, you can put your state under the level, you can put your state under the level mode. Okay, you can put your state under the level mode, or you can draw it again, you can put it back. Okay, so once once this drawing is being done, so you can understand here I'm talking about these states on the basis of their profit. Okay, so on the basis of profit, you can easily see certain states have more profit than the other states. Okay, the same thing if you want, you can represent in the text format. Okay, the same thing if you want, you can represent the same data in the text format. You can see here this not coming very appropriately. So if I remove this latitude, longitude, if I click on state, mm, so you can go to text, you can increase the size. So it becomes easy to see that majority of states are decently have a good profit, except few states like Arizona or Colorado or Illinois or Yeah, so Arizona, Colorado, Florida, or Illinois. Rest other states have appropriately better profit. While there are some states like District of Columbia or Idaho or Lower Kansas or Louisiana Marine. So there can be other states which might face some problem. So it varies from state to state here. So you're getting the logic, right? So here when we are talking about when we are talking about okay the when we are talking about construction where we have a state, okay, and then probably if we have sales, okay, and if I go to field map, okay, so I'll get this representation. What I can do if I want, I can change the color. Okay, you can go to color and you can edit the color. Okay, so the same thing you can represent here. You can drag the states over the levels, and you can easily understand by looking at this graph that California and New Hampshire, they have generated the maximum profit here, while there are some states with negative profit. So we'll discuss among them when I'll do the full-fledged drawing construction. Here, right now, we are just discussing or we are just revising whatever we know already. Clear, everyone? So you can press presentation mode and you can see the work. Okay, or you when it when it is in the form of the diagram where you are comparing the different states of United States with the merchants. So definitely, this will make much more sense whenever we do analysis here. Okay. So here you can see the different states of USA. I have represented in the term of profit. So the darker color like California or New Empire have very high profit with respect to the other states like Washington or Texas or maybe Michigan, Illinois, Indiana, Ohio, Georgia. The Georgia might be lesser than the others. They all belong to same range. Then you have Minnesota, Wisconsin, okay, Georgia, Mississippi, Missouri, Colorado, Arizona. Those will come in one stage, means similar stage on the basis of profit. And then you have a few states which have very negligible profit that is represented in the another level. So you can easily make a differentiation among them when you look into this graph. So, guys, here, what is the important part here that how we can represent the different states, okay, on the basis of measures like sales or on the basis of measure like of profit, not parameter. Yes, so the two measures what we'll follow is the sales and the profit. Okay, guys. So when we have this representation with us, okay, so we can represent them in many different ways. Like you go here, okay, you can create any kind of representation. Some representation does not make sense, like what I've done just now. So it's not making much sense. So here it is there in the form of map. Uh, then I can put probably on this some representation. Okay, so maybe if I want to put, if I go and put shapes, so then I can choose any shape. Okay, so if I go and pick any shapes from palette for true or false, while this is for true, So you can apply, press OK. You can do this. So it does not make much sense. So in order to make it sense, you can drag latitude or longitude over row or column. If I drag latitude, then I'll get two a map of USA. So what you can do, put the second map over the first map by clicking on the second map and pressing dual axis. Okay, so once you're done with this, once you're done with the dual axis, so what I can do here, I can choose uh, different shapes. The shapes what I got, I can choose any shapes. So okay, so these are just some few states of USA. You can see them very easily. Okay, now then how to represent them? How can I represent them? I can go to shapes. Okay, I can go to shapes. Okay, you can choose any shape here. Okay, you can choose any shape. You press apply. Okay, so you can see in F7, I have put the shapes. So you can put different shapes here. Okay, so depending upon the situation to situation, you can put different shapes, whichever shapes you feel is more appropriate for you. Clear, everyone? So these all are self-explanatory. You can easily understand when you see them. Clear, so you can make a difference when you see this pattern. You can easily make a difference. Clear, everyone? So I hope you are getting this idea about how we can represent the data whenever we have a data, or probably in the form of map. How can we represent them? So this is what we are trying to learn here. What I can do here, I can create something called profit status. Okay, so how can I create this kind of tab at the left which talks about like here profit status? Nothing. What I did, I just went to analysis, then create conditional field. Either you can do like this, or you can simply click here, create calculated field, not conditional field. So you can do like this way, or you just simply click on any field. So you simply click on any field and do right click, then you go to create, do go to create, and then calculated field. So you whatever way you do, you will get the same thing. So let me just create one calculated field. Okay, for that I'll click on create calculated field. So here I'll just remove this, the demo formula. What is the formula what I want to use here? Then the sum of the profit, if that is greater than 0, so you can see I created this demo formula. Okay, if the sum of profit is greater than 0, then it would be true, otherwise it would be false. So what you can do, just drag this formula over the color. Then you can see like this. You can see here false and true. True means where the sum of profit is greater than 0. You can see with red color, while blue color represent that the sum of profit is not 0 here. Either is Ohio or Pennsylvania or Colorado or Arizona or Texas, Oregon. These you can easily represent. They are mainly representing. Uh, they are mainly representing a negative momentum of these states. Okay, so where here for these states the profit is negative. So whenever you are working on them, you can easily understand. So the profit is negative for these states. So you for seeing it properly, you can click on F7. You can have more visibility among them, the different colors. Okay, either it's blue or orange. So you can see wherever you have wherever you have blue color, you can see those states have negative, while those who are orange color, those states are positive. Okay, to change the font of these Indiana or Wisconsin and Minnesota, how will you change their font and all? Anyone? How will you change their font? So for that, you go to the levels. You go to levels, then under the level appearance, then under text. So if you want to change the font color, font style, anything, you can do this. So what you can do if you want to change the font of whatever is being written here. Okay, so you just need to go to that tab. Okay, you can go to this tab. Okay, and then you can change from there, or what you can do, go to levels. Here you can click on shape or go to levels. Under level, you'll see text states. You just change the color. Yeah. So you can represent them like this way with a blue color and with orange color. That will make more sense for you whenever you're representing a graph like this way. So you have different values of profit, which you can represent the by in the graph like this way. Okay, so which represent false, which represent true. Okay, so when you are following the profit status, you can represent it like this way. So the sum of sales, if I'm putting here, okay, so here is only profit and state. So you can see these states, okay, based on these pattern, whatever the pattern we have, you can see them. Okay, remove this. You can open the state like this way. So the other way, how you can open this, go to state, click on detail. Okay, then you can put profit in color. So you can see the sum of profit here. Wherever the profit is greater than zero, it represented with blue color, and negative value represented with a red color. You can put states under levels to have an understanding. So the same way we can represent the map in other way, like you can open the same map by using states in detail, then profit in color, then same map will come. Okay, based upon what is our requirement, we'll get the same map only. So either you use symbol map or either you use field map, the representation more or less look same only. We'll get similar map. Okay, every time whenever you're working on, you will get the same map only. So in the conditional rule, whenever we are working on conditional, what we mainly do in the conditional map chart, we'll try to show a map, okay, where the measures like sales, volume, or area that will be those areas, whatever I'm talking about here, probably we need to put a condition on them so that it become little bit automated by applying some logical function. That is the objective of this class. Okay, so here, whenever we are working on the scenario, now to automate this work, in order to show the condition, let me either put latitude over the row or longitude over the column. So you can do anything. If you do this, you'll get two. a map of USA, you can click on second map, then dual axis. Okay, so once you're done with this, once you got this, then what we'll do, we'll go to the second latitude. Okay, the second latitude, what we have. Okay, in here, we'll click on shape. Okay, we have the shape. Then what you can do, drag profit status on the shape. So you'll get both false and true. Okay, so now you just click here, click on false, go to shape, choose any shape. You can see this false become bug shape. Press OK. Similarly, click on true and then click on shapes. You can choose any color, anything. If it positive, suppose plus sign. So all the true with positive sign. Okay, so you can see this. All the states of USA you can see here. You can put condition here, different conditions. And I put profit status. Click come here and let me see the formula for this. Increase the size of the font. So you can see these states like this way. So the difference of these states over the another states, you can have an easy understanding how one state is working with respect to the other states. You can do like this way, or depending upon state to state, You can create that kind of representation. 1 minute. You know this, right? We are working on sample superstore, and we are working on the sheet called order. Go to the any sheet. Okay, so now the other way we can create the map diagram with a pie chart. If I'm talking about, so I can choose a state. I can choose a state, and then I can choose sales. We choose a state, then choose a sales. Here, suppose state, then sales. Show me, then yeah. So if I did like this way, I'll get this 49 unknowns at the down. It might come sometime. Just nothing to worry. Click on that, edit location, and by default, India is saved. You can go and search for state and provinces of India. So here it's written India. So Alabama, everything is in US. Change this to United States. Okay. So now once you're done with this, so I created the field map where my dimension is states while my measure is sales. Now to create the dual axis, we need to pick either latitude or longitude, and either I have to place longitude at the top or latitude at the down. You can do anything, doesn't matter. So here you can see the the latitude longitude wise. So if I put latitude here, I'll get two map of USA. Just click on dual map. Okay, so you can see which states is performing with respect to the other states. The state, if I put under levels, I can see their values. And if I put the this is if I put the profit under colors, you can easily see which color is having more profit than the other color. While the states like California, okay, so it 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 has actually done very good sales. Okay, so that's why it's very dark color. Same go with the New Hampshire, but some companies might lack somewhere. Either it's Washington, some states like or Minnesota. Okay, so you can have a look up on them. You'll easily understand. So these are the states with certain value of profits. Okay, you have certain values of profit on them. Okay, so you can remove the states here. So these are the value of states. Okay, so if I there's no profit status, if I go to analysis, create calculated field, and here if I give name to the field called profit status, the sum of profit, so greater than zero, sum of profit greater than zero. So that is called profit status. You can just put in colors. So you will get an understanding among these states. You can see these states like true, false. Here sales is also there and profit is also there. So so here there might be confusion because of color. You can change this color to the same one so that both will represent the same thing. Yeah. So you can see the index earlier, the index of sales and profit was confusing. The higher sale was representing with blue color. And here for us, when I see the profit status, blue color represent loss, while the profit is represented with orange or yellow color. So you can see these states like this way. Okay, if you want, you can see, you can show colors like this, or if you want, if you want shapes, if you want shapes, you can put shapes. So here, what you can do, instead of this true and false, if you want, you can put some shapes if you want. So you can see these symbols. So here you can see this uh, higher profit with true, with when the sum of profit is greater than zero. False means when it is less than zero. So you can see these symbols like this way. If you want, you can put pie chart also over them. So here you just need to go in place of shapes. You just need to go and click on pie. Go here. Then go to chart 2. automatically then you get the pie. So once you get the pie, what you can do, you can put profit under angle. Okay, you can put profit status under color. So now I can choose anything. You can choose category or any other parameter. Suppose if I choose category, okay, so drag that category over colors. Yeah, you can see you get a pie chart and drag the profit into angle. So over these states, you can get the pie chart where you can understand this orange color, orange, light, yellow, okay, that they are representing the sales and the profit. While the pie chart talks about the distribution, okay, the distribution of sales among different states. So altogether would be very easy. So if I just choose one state, I can do all possible investigation about the state, whichever state I choose. So this way, this looks very convenient, very easy. Whenever it comes to analysis on data, we easily analyze the data if we have Tableau with us. So guys, I hope you have understood this session. This session was all about talking about how we can create a conditional map chart. So we have the map. Once we create the map, so we can put different shapes and symbols. Okay, we can put different shapes and representation. So by using those shapes and representation, how we can differentiate one state with respect to the other state in the term of profit and revenue. That was the discussion for this. I hope you have understood what we have done so far. So just revising what all we have discussed so far. So we are talking about construction of map in Tableau, and that the map what we are talking about, that should be conditional map. Okay, so to draw the map, either under show me, we can use either field map or we can use symbol map. So we have field map, we have symbol map. In order to work on map, we need one geographical data type. Okay, and we need one measure. So one or two measure, if we get, that is well and good for us. So now, like suppose if I take dimension as a state, and if I take measure as sales, okay, and then if I draw or request for the field map, I'll get a field map here. So make sure that at down there's no unknown entries are there. If that is there, then we are good to go. Then put the state under levels. I can see all the states on the basis of the sum of sales. You can easily do to understand the sales figure. If you put under levels, you can see the value of sales for each of the states. Okay, so once you understood this part, okay, probably. So what you can do, you can represent them under different scenario. You can represent them. You can represent them in the form of symbols. Okay, you can represent these states on the basis of symbols. So different symbols are there. You can try to use them. Okay, so these symbols does not create much impact when you have one map on that. So better than that, you can click on map only and make sure that they have a representation here. So here the representation is there on the term of sales. Okay. So once we can see this representation here. Okay. So probably to represent one state over the another state, we need two mapping, one mapping over the another mapping. So we'll talk about them later on. So here you can see the sum of sales. You can see the coloring pattern of the that. Okay, so once you know this, either you can construct like this way, you map you, or you can, you know that you can construct map like this with state. Then okay, so put states under details. Then you can put sales under color. You can see the sales under color. Then you can put states under levels. Okay, so this way, the same way, we can represent the graph. Okay, so either we follow field map or either we follow symbol map. The representation looks same only. Now, when it comes to conditions and all, when I talk about putting condition, when I'm talking about what all conditions we can put, for that, I need to create another tab called profit status. Okay, so to create that mathematical tab called profit status, what exactly we can do instead of changing data type and all. So sitting here in the profit status, uh, okay, so what we can do, what I did in profit status, I went to this create, and here I wrote profit status, giving a name of the tab, and down I wrote sum. So I'm looking for the sum of profits, what they have, the sum of profit. So you can see this sum of profit greater than zero, and it will give you true or false. Okay, so that sum of profit status. So you can easily make a difference among these states by looking at themselves. Okay. Now to put the condition, what you can do, you can put latitude in row or you can put longitude in column. You can see them in F7 mode. Okay, here you can see you get two diagrams like this. Click on second diagram, dual axis. Okay, now go to the second longitude. So go to the longitude, and here uh, automatic, click on shape. Yeah, so you got the dual X one over the another. Mm. So once you're done with this, so you can see the sales figure. Now you can put profit status into levels. So here again you can see the darker color means more sums, more sales. So this profit status should also represent the same color while it's representing the reverse. Yeah. So you can see here now sales, higher sales with blue color, and when the profit is greater than zero with blue color. So this make more sense here. You can compare the same thing, these states, when you drag these states, okay, and then if you see their profit, now you can arrange this data in descending order. So you can see this figures like Oregon, Florida, Arizona, these all states, they all have negative. The most negative is Texas. So you can see Oregon falls, okay, then Colorado, then Texas, District of Columbia, South Carolina. So you can easily show them in the map like this. You can use these kind of color palette. Clear, everyone? I hope you understood what all we have done in this class. So it's time to say goodbye to all of you. So it's a easy topic, right? This conditional column chart. So we have discussed a lot of concepts, okay, which might be helpful for you whenever you assess or whenever you draw charts or whenever you work on mapping on the chart. So guys, thank you everyone. I'll see you all in next class. Bye everyone.